All right, so update on the Camry. Subframe, working on the rear subframe right now. Dropped it down. Now all of the arms and bushings and stuff were seized on it. So obviously need to make adjustments on everything so I can set the alignment in the back of the car, and that had to get fixed. So of course, took the needle descaler, got all the rust off of the rear frame, trying to refurbish this thing into its best condition that I can do. And in order to get all the bushings out, the bolts that slide in place, they are very seized in there. This is what just happens with bushings, is the center section is just a metal sleeve, and then there's rubber on the outside of that, and then encased in another sleeve on the outside. And the bolt that goes through will rust solid to the inner sleeve, and when you go to turn it, it won't turn. And also when you try to take it out, a lot of the times the rubber will actually just tear, and then the bolt will spin with the sleeve while it's stuck inside of here, and you can't get the bolt to come out, so you end up having to like cut the arms and all that stuff off. It's a lot of fun. So you just take the torch and heat the living crap out of them, and then use an air hammer, take all the bolts out. I managed to get all of the arms out and bolts out except for one, which was amazing. And yeah, these portions here that house the arms and stuff like that, you can see this like slides into here like so. And well, they were all, these ones are in better shape. This one, you can just see how thin and rotten it is. It's rusted away to nothing. So I'm making all new mounts. I did consider just buying a new frame, or like a good condition used one, but they're pretty expensive. Like you're anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000 for a frame, and then you gotta drive to the city and get it and all that stuff. So I was like, whatever. The main portion of the frame is actually still decent, but all of these are kind of in crappy shape, so I'll just make new ones. So that's what I'm doing now. Now I'm going to get new bolts as far as all the main normal bolts, but then we've got these adjuster bolts that have like an eccentric on them that goes in here, so that when you turn them, it will allow the bolt to actually move in and out to push the arm in or out for an adjustment. So I had to make all new stuff from scratch, and it's very time consuming, but it'll be great once it's all done. I made it out of thicker metal than what the factory used, and like you can sort of like see the difference in thickness there. So much thicker. And yeah, you just basically, all I've been doing is you take some Bristol board and you lay it over the piece that you need and trace it out, and then you go over to your sheet of metal, trace it on there with a Sharpie marker, cut it out, prep the piece so that, you know, it's all cleaned up and it looks nice. And then this is just gonna end up fitting right there. That's where that one's gonna go. And yeah, just lots and lots of cutting and shaping and grinding and welding and making sure that everything's perfect. All the angles have to be perfect because the linkages need to sit exactly where they need to sit. So everything's turning out good though so far. These ones are done, so they turned out pretty good. And so that's what I'm doing basically for the next week, I would say. But I did get new bushings from I think Superflex or Flex Pro, I can't remember what the heck it was, but it's in the other video if you want to go check it out. So got new bushings. I'm actually going to clean all these arms up, and they're pretty rusty, but the joints are still good on them. And yeah, I'm going to put new bushings in them. I know they look pretty crappy, but I'm just going to run them for now. And yeah, we'll see where it goes. I got to, once I get all this stuff done, then I got to put it back in the car with the new shocks and see how the wheels sit, and see if I need to like lengthen these or shorten them or what, and just see how everything fits to get it as close as I can get it. So when I go to put it on the alignment rack, I can set it so that the wheels are normal and it's not going to eat tires or drive funny. So I know there's adjustable arms you can buy. A couple different companies sell them. One of those companies is Megan Racing, and they sell fully adjustable linkages for all of the linkages on the rear subframe from the Lexus IS 300. So that's what's going in the Camry, and the differential sits right here. So like I said, I got bushings for everything, for the frame itself, for the differential, for all of the arms, upper control arms, adjustable tow arm, and whatever other arm there is. There's like the lateral arm that goes in there. So that's pretty much it for the update. I've been working on this thing for like a week now. I know it doesn't seem like it got much done, but by the time you spend a day to get it out of the car and spend a day stripping it down, getting all the rust off of it, and then spend another day getting just all the bolts out to get the arms off, and like the time just adds up. So hopefully you enjoyed this content. Just keep watching, subscribe if you're not subscribed, because we got more parts coming in. So we're gonna be getting this thing hopefully driving in the next month or two. We'll see. Okay, we'll see you in the next one.